My wife often tells me that I have a cat personality. Apparently she feels that I take some joy in irritating her by walking in front of her at random times, going to the toilet inside, and generally doing things that amuse me and annoy her, and not to mention going my own way with what I do and don't want to do. It's lucky for me that she loves cats and hence has a lot of patience for my antics. I sometimes wonder if Nomos have a bit of a cat personality. How else would you explain the Club Sport Neomatik 42? Here's a watch with diving spec water resistance of 300 meters, but no dive bezel. It's robustly built with a beautiful new bracelet, but this bracelet has both polished mid-links and a polished buckle that will last seconds before scratched up. It is remarkably thin and equally remarkably long from lug to lug. It's so contradictory on paper that I was quite amused to see watch reviewers scratch their heads almost universally and ask, what is actually going on here? The thing is, Nomos is no annoying cat. They are a unique watch brand out of the Glashütte region of Germany with hundreds of awards won for their designs. They know what they're doing and have been on the same path for a long time. That path is perhaps not for the masses, but it has plenty of fans that love what they do and how they do it. As I've stated previously, I happen to be on the same path and I really like what Nomos do and have yet again been lent the watch for review. The team at Nomos have not restricted me whatsoever and all opinions are my own. So if you do want an opinion from someone with the wrist to pull this look off, then you come to the right place. Please join me. If you're into automatic watches and the people that create them, I do hope you can tap the like and subscribe buttons. I'm coming up to 70 videos and I cover everything from micro brands to fancy luxury watches. I would love you to come along on the journey and feel free to check out some of my older videos also. I rarely talk packaging, but Nomos do it so well. It's a gift wrapped event every time. And if you do order yours new, prepare to unwrap your brand new piece in black wrapping paper and quality material every time. Good packaging matters for the first impression, and they do it in their own way. So sizes is rarely a controversial subject, but on this model it could be. On a watch that has 42 in its name, you'd be unsurprised at it being 42mm in diameter. It's only 10.2mm thick, which is impressive since there's also a display back which normally adds thickness. Lug to lug is where it gets hairy at 52.3mm. Yes, this is long, but as you can see on my 19cm wrist, this is a perfect fit, so I really have nothing to complain about. I asked my contact at Nomos and the long lugs is the conscious choice since it looks striking and works well with many bands. But they also do recognize that it's not for all wrists. Lucky then that the new 37mm came out recently, which is a full 5mm shorter and is hence perfect just for you, my slim-wristed fellow human. As previously mentioned, there is no bezel here, so this is a large dial, with most of that 42 diameter being reserved for, in this case, this absolutely gorgeous sunburst dial. It's described by Nomos as an electroplated ray-cut dial, which sounds to me like it has to do with Barbarella-style aliens, but whether that is the case or not, it is a stunning dial, both up close and far away. As per my recent Neomatik 41 review, the print is again absolutely exemplary all around, and lives up to its price point of 5,580 Australian dollars, which is in line with many other luxury watches from Tudor and others. One detail I'm not personally in love with is the choice of having a non-lume steel small seconds hand. The vinyl album light track complication itself is very good, but a lumed and therefore white hand would be my preference. On the lume issue, I'll come back to this, and it's good with one small caveat. Covering all this goodness is a sapphire crystal with very good AR coating both inside and outside. It looks clear to me with no color distortion. But we are now in dangerous territory, as in here comes all the surfaces that are not protected by sapphire glass and are subject to at best fingerprints and at worst scratches. As you can see, there are a lot of polished surfaces here, as in literally everywhere. I again asked Nomos about this, and this is quoting exactly what was said. Our watches are intended to be daily accessories, a tool for everyday life. We find that small scratches and traces of wear add to the character of a timepiece, perhaps making them even more special. I've mentioned this before, as in Steve Jobs' iPod aluminium cover that was designed to scratch. I like this personally, but I know that a lot of watch people hate the sight of scratches on their watches, and nothing attracts scratches more than high polished surfaces. This particular watch was unpacked new, and despite my careful handling has already attracted its fair share, and even just having it resized by a professional that I instructed to be extra careful meant the scratch buckle immediately. My own tools broke recently, so don't judge. But that said, this is a pin and collar system that is particularly challenging to size up. Again, don't judge please. The bezel is obviously all round and polished and offers no protection for its crown. The crown is screw down and easy to grip, and also has a nice party trick of a red indicator when it's not screwed down properly. Handy for diving, but let's be honest, also handy for pool parties, which is where you'll be wearing this one. This movement is extra fun too, since it allows you to adjust the date in both directions. So dealing with months of different days of up or down will take you seconds only. To my eyes at least, this bracelet with its individual softer touch links is beautiful. Yes, it has a polished midsection that will scratch, but let's not labor that point anymore. It has quick adjust spring bars both at the lugs and at the 3 micro adjusts, so it's super easy to both expand on hot days and remove altogether if that's what you want to do. The buckle is slim and small, but removing 2 full links and 1/2, plus moving the micro adjust 1 step, had me get a perfect fit no problem. So I don't think many of us would struggle in that area. Flipping the watch over, we get a full view of the in-house caliber of DUW6101. It hacks and hand winds and offers up to 42 hours power reserve. This proprietary escapement, denoted by its tempered blue balance spring, is accompanied by several watchmaking characteristics typical for the glass-suited timepieces, such as 3/4 plate, ribbing polish, and tempered screws. Again, its large skeletonized rotor gives you a full view of the movement in all its glory. So now to the Lume. It is very good, but as you can see, the minute hand is a little uneven, and generally the hands appear to have slightly less lume than the digits. Let's check it out. In my opinion, the Club 42 is a very attractive watch that is perhaps speaking to the crowd that wants something a little sportier without losing that unique Nomos signature. I like it a lot, but if I was buying my first ever Nomos, it would be the Neomatik 41 that I covered recently, or possibly one of the Orion models that are so understated and beautiful, and most definitely the Autobahn, one of my favorites. Check out my review here if you haven't already. So cat personality or not, this is a fun approach to a sporty watch. It has no bezel, it doesn't care about your attempts to call it a dress, diver or tool watch, and it most definitely couldn't care less about your attempts to keep it in pristine, non-worn condition. And on that note, why is that actually a problem anyway? This is not a piece you buy for an investment. You buy this to wear it and do so often. So if you can just embrace those thin veils of micro scratches, you'll have a watch unique to you. That will also make it even more special if this is a watch that you'll eventually give to a significant other. The more time I spend with these fun and stunning pieces at a Glashütte in Germany from Nomos, the more I love and appreciate them. I can't wait to actually buy my first one, and I hope you feel the same after watching my Nomos reviews. Thanks again for being here, and I'll see you next time.